restore limb functionality. So if you've got interface into the motor cortex and then an implant that's, say, that's like a microcontroller in your muscle groups, you could then create a sort of a neural shunt that restores somebody who's a quadriplegic to full functionality. Like they can walk around, be normal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So
maybe slightly better.
Slightly better?
Over time, yes.
You mean with future iterations?
Yeah. Like the $6 million man. Although these days that doesn't seem like
cheap.
much. Yeah. Yeah.
$6 billion man. Create a small hole and you can dunk your line in there. So this is like that. You're ice fishing on the top of your skull and then you cork it.
Yeah, and you replace that, say, 1-inch diameter piece of skull with this Neuralink device, and that has a battery and a Bluetooth and a inductive charger, and then you also got to insert the electrodes. So the electrodes are very carefully inserted with our robot that we developed. It's very carefully putting in the electrodes and avoiding any veins or arteries. So it doesn't create trauma.
So through this 1-inch diameter device, electrodes be inserted and they will find their way.
Like tiny wires, basically.
Tiny wires.
Tiny wires.
And they'll find their way to specific areas of the brain to stimulate?
No, you literally put them where they're supposed to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you should insert.
How long will these wires be?
They usually go in depending on where it is, 2 or 3 millimeters.
So they just find the spots.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, and then you put the device in, and that gets that replaces the little piece of skull that was taken out, and then you stitch up the hole, and then you just have a little scar, and that's it.
Will this be replaceable or reversible?
Yes.
Like if someone can't take it anymore?
Yeah,
I'm too smart. I can't take it.
Yeah, you can totally take it out.
And what is besides restoring limb function and eyesight and hearing, which are all amazing, is there any cognitive benefits that you anticipate from something like this?
Yeah, you could for sure. It's a generalized sort of thing for fixing any kind of brain injury. In principle, if you've got like severe epilepsy or something like that, it could just sort of stop the epilepsy from occurring. Like it could detect it in real time and then fire a counter pulse and stop the epilepsy. There's a whole range of brain injuries. Like somebody gets a stroke, they could lose the ability to speak. That could also be fixed. So if you've got stroke damage, or if you lose, say, muscle control over part of your face or something like that, I think. And then when you get old, you tend to, if you get Alzheimer's or something like that, then you lose memory, and this could help you with, restoring your memory, that kind of thing.
Restoring memory. And what is happening that's allowing it to do that? Like the wires, these small wires, are stimulating these areas of the brain, and then is it that the areas of the brain they're losing some sort of electrical force? Like what is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like think of it as like a bunch of circuits, and there's some circuits that are broken, and we can fix those circuits. A substitute for those circuits.
And so a specific frequency will go through this?
Yeah, just a
specific in that is the process figuring out how much or how little has to be, how much these areas of the brain have to be juiced up?
Yeah, there's still a lot of work to do. So when I say, we got a shot at probably putting it in a person in within a year. I think that's exactly what I mean. I think we have a chance of putting in someone and having them be healthy and restoring some functionality that they've lost.